Hello, Garrett Morgan Elementary. My name is Tony Delk. I'm from a small town called Brownsville, Tennessee. That is where my journey began. And for most of you, I know you've never heard of a small town called Brownsville, Tennessee. It's close to Memphis. If you have heard of Elvis, Graceland, University of Memphis, I'm 45 minutes away from there. But my journey really began with so many great people around me, having older brothers, older sisters, mom and dad who raised 8 kids. So they had a lot of experience in raising the youngest of 8, myself, and just teaching me about life and preparing me and getting me ready to be a good student. And some of the things I would tell you is, making sure you choose the right friends. It's so important, and you don't really understand until you get older, like myself. And I still have elementary friends that I talk to periodically. We've been friends for over 40 something years of my life. So it's very important to have that foundation, and making sure that, when you make good grades, it starts with you believing in yourself and not getting distracted, not being one of those kids that want to be a class clown sitting in the back of the class. I would always sit in the front of the class because it allowed me to pay attention, to listen and understand what it takes to be a good student. And if you're not listening, you're talking, you're missing out on important information. So I always knew going to a classroom where to sit, and making sure that I was around the right people who also wanted to learn. That's important, who you surround yourself with. For me to be a good basketball player, I always hung out with basketball players. And importantly for me was respecting my teachers and my elders and people who were older than me, and looking at them and kind of trying to learn lessons. That's what life is about. When you leave your household, you get a chance to go to school, and it's the teacher's job to teach you and for you to listen. And as a individual, you're only thinking about yourself. What am I learning? How am I getting better? The teacher job collectively is to make sure all the students are learning and being taught the right lesson. And they have to deal with all the parents when parent-teacher times come around, is that they have to meeting with all the parents, and every parent is only concerned about their own child. So I give teachers a lot of respect and commend them for the hard job that they have to do, and a job that they love doing. And it's not always about the pay. It's about how can I teach one student, 5 students, 10 students, and when they leave my classroom, that lesson that's being taught to them, they take that with them in life. Make sure you're asking questions. There's not a such thing as a dumb question if you don't know. And so many times I think kids are worried about, what if I raise my hand, what the person behind me is going to say, or what are they going to think about me? They're going to think I'm dumb. No, you're not dumb. I never thought that at any point in time when I asked the question, it was something I didn't know. And probably more than likely, the students behind me didn't know that question, didn't know the answer either. So just keep that in mind whenever you raise your hand or you feel confident in having an answer. And you might be wrong. That's the thing. Greatest thing about life is lessons. Even though when you think you might be right and you have this answer, it could be wrong. And other kids might laugh at you because, oh, you blurted out the wrong answer. But, you had the courage to do it. And don't ever let someone laughter or what they say take away the courage that you have, and the love and the passion that you have put into whatever subject you are studying. So just keep that in mind as a student. So most important, it tells about who you are as an individual. So most importantly, just respect the teachers. Understand they have a tough job. They're trying to not only teach you, they're trying to teach every kid in the classroom, and then pretty much kids throughout the school. So sometimes just walk up to them and tell them, hey, you've done a great job and thank you for teaching me today. That goes a long way for them. And I was one of those kids that when I graduated from high school, I always went back and talked to my elementary, middle school, and high school teacher, because they taught me and they got me prepared for when I signed a letter of intent to go to the University of Kentucky. And I ended up getting my communication degree, and I graduated within 3.5 years. I went to summer school every summer, so I was always determined to be a college graduate. And I was fortunate enough to have a decent skill set to help me get drafted in the NBA, and I played in the NBA for 10 years. enjoyed that lifestyle, made a lot of friends, and even to this day, being 49, basketball has opened up many doors for me. I've gotten a chance to meet so many across this globe. So relationships are important. So make sure you take your time, get to know your friends, and family is important. And make sure you stay focused. Stay focused on the big picture. If you can stay focused on the big picture, great things will happen. Believe in yourself. Talk to someone when you're having some mental issues. I've gone through that myself, trying to figure out, what's next for me in life. Even as I've gotten old, I'm still trying to figure out like what's next, So don't feel afraid to share how you feel and what you're feeling with teachers, your parents, some of your close friends. We will always be there to listen, but also to try to pick you up if we can do that. So make sure you're talking to people when you're having those down moments, because as great as I've been in some of my days, I've had some bad days, but I've been always been able to bounce back from based on friends, family, and having a love for myself. So love yourself every day, not just when things are going good. Love yourself every day, because every day there's going to be some good days and some bad days. And once you figure it out, life gets easier, and that's the fun and the joy of taking this journey. So I wish you the best. This journey is going to be fun. It's going to bring happiness. It's going to be sad moments and exciting times. I mean, I love it. I love the life that I've lived, and I wish everyone, teachers and students, the best in 2024. Take care.